Hey everyone, thanks for joining me today. As you know, my name is Robert and my focus is deep space astrophotography. I have a question for you. If I were to show you what could possibly happen to our Milky Way Galaxy in the future, would you want to see it? Because tonight we're shooting M51, a spiral galaxy located in Canis Venaticius. And what makes this galaxy so unique is the fact that it's actually two galaxies that have come too close to each other. And now the bigger galaxy, which is really M51, is stripping the smaller galaxy of all of its stars and all its planets. And this very well could happen to us when we get too close to the Andromeda galaxy. As I mentioned, my name is Robert, and this is Chasing Photons. Hey everyone, thanks for sticking around. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go inside, grab all my equipment, and set it all up. Now, one thing to know is that all the equipment always has to start pointing to Polaris, which is the North Star. So it's actually going to point right in front of me. Then from there, we're going to wait until it gets dark. Once it's dark, I will polar align, and then from there, I'll program the ASI air so that it will move to M51, take about 80 images that are about 4 minutes long each. After the night is done, I will then take those images and use a special piece of software and combine all those 80 images together to make one image. Then from there, I'll color correct it and you'll get to see the final results. So stick around. So now I have my mount all set up and ready to go. Next step is to bring out my telescope and all the cables that I have to attach to the guide scope, the ASI air, the camera, the mount, and everything else. So here we go. Here's my new scope. It's an Explore Scientific carbon fiber telescope. And as you can see here, there is the camera with the cooling fins. Here's my guide scope. This is my ASI air, which controls the entire rig. It's like a mini computer. And right over here is a electronic focuser that makes sure that during the night, my rig is always in focus. So now this has to go on the mount. All right, my mount is now set up. My scope is on the mount. Now, one of the things we have to do is we have to balance the telescope. It can't be too heavy on the front side with all the lenses, or it can't be too heavy on the back end with the camera. Now, not only that, it also has to be balanced side to side as well, and I'll do that now. All right, we are now completely balanced and ready to go. Next step is wait till it turns dark and then do our polar alignment and program into the ASI air our target, as many shots as we want, and the time, the length of time each shot will be. Tonight I'll probably do about 4-minute shots. So stick around for the end result. And so that was a successful night of imaging. I managed to get 70 images of M51 at 4 minutes long each for a total of 4.6 hours of data. After that, I took all that data and I put it through PixInsight, where it took all those 70 images and combined them together for a final image. Now from then, I have to do a lot of work and I have to clean up the image, remove the noise, color calibrate it, make sure the stars are nice and sharp, and do all those kinds of stuff that is required when you do astrophotography. A few other interesting facts about M51 is that M51 is about 43% of the size of our Milky Way Galaxy, and it has over 160 billion stars in it. And if you stop and think, all those stars have planets that rotate around them. So you can easily say that M51 will have well over 1 trillion planets in that galaxy. And one final thought, M51 is actually 31 million light years away from Earth. So this image you're about to see is actually 31 million years old. And now I just want to take you into my Sterlium software so I can show you where Canis Venaticius is located, and I can show you where the galaxy of M51 is located. So when you're out with your friends one night, you could point up and say, hey, do you know those 2 stars there? They're called Canis Venaticius. And right there is a galaxy called M51. So here we go. So here we are in my Stellarium software, and first thing we want to do is, when we're looking for Canis Venaticius, point north. And as you know, if you point north and you look up, there is Ursa Minor, and of course the tip of Ursa Minor, that's Polaris, our North Star. So to find Canis Venaticius is really easy. What you're going to do is you're going to follow the Big Dipper, and you're going to look for these 2 last stars on the handle, and you're going to just draw a straight line down to right there, and to this one to there, and that's Canis Venaticius. And I'll show you, because Canis Venaticius is actually represented by 2 dogs. Now, if we're looking for M51, well, I know it's right here. That's it right there. And I don't want to show you because I want you to see it through my image. So remember, north, Big Dipper, 2 handles, 2 stars, right down. There it is. This is the Canis Venaticius constellation. So without further ado, I give you M51.